this is Julie with ReadySetStamp.com, and I want to show you a project that I am doing with the Lindy Stamp Gang. And what I found was this cute little box here, this little purse from Michael's, and I think it was $3.99. And so what I've done is taken some paper, it's really thin paper, and then just wrapped it around here. And I also had to take off the hardware on here and then re-adhere it just so that it would look really nice onto there. And so what I've done now is also get some coordinating paper that I thought would be really cute with this. And I just laid this purse down onto here like that, and I traced around it. So I'm going to cut it out and then adhere onto the top here. So I'm going to get started and we'll come back and put this together. Okay, so I've gone ahead and cut this around so that fits there perfectly. So I'm going to go ahead and just adhere that onto here. What I'm going to do is just use my ATG tape here, just right onto the box. Oops, there we go. And I really want this to adhere well, so I'm going to go ahead and really do the sides really well, because that's where it would start lifting. Is going to be on the sides if it does start lifting. So I'm just going to make sure that I have that good and taped down there on the sides. And then I am going to make sure that I have this centered correctly. I'm trying to be oh so careful and a good eye to make sure that you've got it right where you want it. Okay, that's looking great right there. Alright, okay, so there's that. We got that one done. I'm going to do the exact same thing to this other side here, and we'll come right back. Alright, so the next step that we're going to do is I got some of the Starburst stain. It's called Cadbury Milk Chocolate from the Lindy Stamp Gang. And I just sprayed it onto just a normal plate here, just sort of like a porcelain plate. And I'm going to dip my sponge into this so that I can get a little bit of color. And what I'm going to do now is just slightly edge the corners here. The reason I'm going to do that is kind of make it stand out a little bit, make it look a little bit like it's been antiqued and worn a bit. So I'm just kind of giving a little more definition to the page here, and it also helps to tie in the color of the box underneath, because the box is sort of a lighter color. So I'm just trying to cover that up a bit and fill in the gaps here. So that's what I'm going to continue to do. And when we come back, we'll add the rest of the items onto here. Okay, now that I've kind of aged it up and weathered it a bit, the next step that I'm going to do is add a really pretty rose ribbon. So this is what the ribbon would normally look like. It's actually a cream color ribbon with rosettes on it. So what I'm going to do, or what I have done, is I went ahead and sprayed it with the Hottie Patati from the Lindy Stamp Gang, and I'm going to adhere this onto the top. Isn't that just beautiful? So let's see. I'm going to kind of eyeball this, trim it up a bit here to where I think it needs to be trimmed, and I got my hot glue gun here off to the side, and I think that looks pretty good. Maybe just a little spot there that needs to be trimmed up a bit. There we go. So I have a hot glue gun here. I'm going to go ahead and just glue it on the back portion here. Get it nice and hot glued. I'm not going to add the hot glue onto this portion here, onto the, see there's like a little tooling off to the side. I'm not going to add it there only because it tends to ripple the tooling and make it shrink up, and I don't want that to happen. So I'm only going to add it to the really dense part of this. And so the dense part is where all the roses are. So that's that. I think this is turning out so pretty. What a beautiful little purse. All right, so that's our first step, and we'll come right back with the next step. Okay, and for the next step, what I'm going to do is add this really pretty rhinestone down in the corner here, and this is from Recollections. I think it's so pretty. These were on clearance at Michael's, and I just love them. I think they're beautiful. And I think it will go really well, in particular with this Hottie Patati color from the Lindy Stamp Gang. So I'm just going to add this down to the bottom here. Let's see. Make sure and try to get it straight as possible there. Okay. Now the next thing, isn't this adorable? This is from Create a Critter. I cut it out at 2.5 inches and add the little flower, and that's going to go right in the center here. I'm going to add that up with these 3D zots that I have. So let me get those out of here and add this on. I'll use 2 of them here. So I'll put one at the top of these 3D zots and then one down toward the bottom so that it'll just be up raised a little bit here. Isn't that super cute? So now the next thing that I want to do is I did also take some flowers that I got here. These flowers are from the Celebrated Occasion. This is actually from the wedding section in Michael's. And I like them because they're cream and white, so then I can use my Lindy Stamp Gang products to color them any color that I like. And since I'm trying to coordinate everything, I decided to make the hot pink color. So I'm just going to kind of play around with this a little bit and add some of these flowers here and there just to make it extra special and really pretty, along with using some of the rhinestones that are here as well. So I'm just going to keep playing with this a bit and adding a couple flowers, and we'll come right back and I'll show you what the finished product looks like. Okay, so there's my finished product. I hope you guys enjoy it. You can see I added the flowers to here and I added a little bit of rhinestones in there, but I think it turned out so cute, and I wish you guys could see all the beautiful sparkle that comes and the shimmer that comes from using the Lindy Stamp Gang products. They're just gorgeous. Alright everybody, so for the last thing that I did here, as you can tell, I'm going to be giving this to Sarah, and she's at Live, Love, and Scrap. And so I sprayed this with some scintillating silver, and I'm absolutely in love with this. I think it's so wonderful. It's glitz spritz, so it just doesn't change the color of anything, but really makes everything shimmery and really glimmery. It's just gorgeous. So just had to show you guys that, and hope you guys give this a try. It's absolutely adorable. Take care everybody. Bye bye.